Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another Umineko When They Cry uh, manga chapter. Manga read through. Last video was actually really short, actually. I said actually twice. Apparently, it took me only 48 minutes to read those two chapters. So I went back and checked the video length. If I'd really seen it had been that short, I would have finished off this volume and would have continued with volume 4 this part. I'm recording these all back to back, by the way, like I mentioned last time. So I should have done that. My bad, y'all. To make up for it, maybe we'll read 3 chapters this part. And maybe this video will be a bit longer than usual. We'll see. It depends on how long it takes us to read these next couple of chapters. I did not think the previous video was on 48 minutes. I thought we'd been recording for at least an hour. That's why I decided to stop it. I would have continued reading if it had reached an hour. My bad for a shorter video last time. We'll see if you can read 3 chapters this time. I mean, if you make good progress, that's good with me, right? If you can read the first 2 chapters, Black Cat, Scratch Marks this time, and read these 2 chapters the next time, and then these 2 the time after that, and then these 2 the time after that, and then then we're getting really close to the confession chapters. Okay, so but we're not gonna do I at the very least want to have a clear head when I do confession. So no matter how much I read in this binge through, currently I'm reading all these chapters back to back. I don't think I'm gonna get this far. I'll probably get like around this far, maybe during this read through. I'll end volume. At best, I'll end volume 4. I started this read through at like chapter. I don't know when I started it, but I will not go any further than volume 4. And then volume 5, maybe we'll see how it goes. But I'll definitely will stop before we reach the confession, because the confession will be. It will be a special video. It's a special video I will dedicate to the confession. So, alright. Oh, this music is hype. Yeah. I can only see Doctor Strange in my head. I've seen that one Umineko OST meme video, and I can only see Doctor Strange in my head going da-na-na-na-na with this OST in the background. Love that video. I love Umineko memes. Y'all are hilarious. The Umineko community is hilarious. Anyway, let's get back to it. Last time we had Angie having a talk with well, first we had Erica coming in with the save, and Angie's talking with Byrne about being able to accept the truth or not having the resolve to accept that her family is dead and will never come back to her. And she says that she's ready. And now we're back here with Backron and Byrne in the family conference Halloween party. Let's get to it. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to read 3 chapters this time around. Let's see how long my throat takes me. This is all dependent on how long my throat is able to take me. Okay. The winner of the duel is our Lord Battler, but Lady Burncastle's game was quite the powerful piece as well. Lady Burncastle's game was quite the powerful piece as well, they say. Alright, is that part of Furfur? Okay, Battler wins though. Let us toast towards both their efforts. Everybody should have a try at Lady Burncastle's game. Woo! Alright, let's zoom in a little. To play around with the murders of our family. That is preposterous, says Naughty. It is surprisingly entertaining if you need to cut it down into a logic puzzle, says Shannon. Even though it was a huge tragedy for our species. There's Byrne. Lady Burncastle, your game was truly fascinating, says Beato. Especially since, in my games, due to the red that in none of the games is Battler ever the culprit. Oh wow, that's a straight up red. This would have been quite a logic error. I'll tolerate it because that was Lady Burncastle's game, yeah. That wasn't your game, Beato. Come on, tolerate it. Unbelievable. A setting with me and my folks as the culprits. Angie would flip if she saw that. I mean, she has seen that. That's a thing, Battler. But as a game, it was really well done and interesting. Thank you. You made it quite solvable, even though you didn't need to. You can't do that. You can't do that if you don't have an idea of enjoying a fair game. Says Battler. I like games that I can certainly win. Games that I might lose piss me off. So then, why'd you make that game then? Why'd you make that game? Because that game was one where you could very well lose. Chapter 15, The Late Visitor 3. Alright, this is the last of the Late Visitor chapters. This is about Byrne. And let's change roles for the next game. I pose the question and challenge you. A game you can win against me. You have quite amusing ideas, Burns says. You play a game to win, so that should be your #1 goal. Why would you set up a game that you might lose? But a game you definitely win is just boring. It's not even a game. Alright, Batter continues. Winning or losing is the fair exchange that's interesting, right? In a way, it's like enjoying communication. The result being victory is only a treat. Remember what Featherine said in episode 6, I believe it was? That a mystery story is really just communication, or dialogue between the reader and the author. That's really what a mystery book should be doing, right? Or a mystery book allows for, right? So if a reader is engaged and the author is also engaged in the respective ways, you can have a direct communication between the author telling the story in the book and then the reader engaging with it, and then they can have a little discussion, right? A little, like a conversation. So in a way, all these challenges are really just all these are just really mystery games between the author and the reader of, can you win? Can you solve the mystery, or will I win with the mystery that I propose? The result being victory is only a treat, Batter says. Even though it's communication for you, for me it's totally different, says Burn. Okay? You live in a really savage world, don't you? Don't you? You too were the same before you understood Beato's game, right? An eternal game is eternal torture. Did you already completely forget about that hardship? Yeah, bro, Batter's been through it. True, there were times when I thought so, but it was the other way around. I was forcing eternal torture on her. Dang. That's why I am on no side, since further strife will birth nothing. Da-na-na-na-na-na. This OST doesn't fit for the scene, but it's hype anyway. Na-na-na-na-na. Alright, did you already completely forget about that hardship? I was trying to torture her, that's why I'm on no side, since further strife will birth nothing. Beato's dancing around in the background. And Bern looks over at Batter. So all the eternal torture you endured is just water under the bridge. But the ones I endured are not that clear cut. Please understand, says Bern. Oh yeah, dude. Bern went through it in Higurashi. Yo. I know nothing of your origin or your torment, but you can come to us anytime. We will welcome you as a friend. Bern looks over. I might have let you have the victory so far, but don't get the wrong idea. My game is far from over. Who might end up winning, I wonder, she says. Batter looks over at her, opens his eyes. Oh. Batter, you can still smile so foolishly? If you honestly think that this last game will be a sweet epilogue like a meadow, I will invite you to a truly fitting final game. Batter's talking to Muddy and Sakutaro. Alright. You forget too fast. Okay, let's do this. Who you entrusted with the key to the final game? Okay, so he didn't trust it to Angie. So I guess Bernie's trying to manipulate Angie here. Okay, yeah. What was I gonna say? I felt like I had something I wanted to say. Right, yeah, Burns said in episode 7 that the ending or the epilogue will definitely not be a happy one. And she was technically right about that. It wasn't a happy ending. But I will also argue that it wasn't a sad ending either. Like, Umineko's ending isn't happy, but it's not necessarily sad either. I guess the definition of that is bittersweet. So, yeah. So, Burn is right that Umineko does not, or the episode 8 will not be a happy ending. She's right about that. But it's happy in its own way, really, I guess. It all depends on who interprets it, whose perspective you see it from, or how you see it. Burns goes off, back to Angie, here in this room with Featherine. You were here before, right? I have to hand it to her. She knows her way around black tea. Well, we've seen this before, we've heard this before. The stuff over there was too sweet to drink. She don't like sweet tea. It has been a while, child of man. Huh? There's Featherine. Featherine! There she is. The Honorable Witch of Theatergoing. Drama and Spectatorship. Featherine Augustus Aurora. Or just Featherine. We don't need the complicated name, okay? Featherine. I did not think that you would end into my study once more. Does that indicate that your game is still ongoing? Says Featherine. It's going, but not well, says Bern. This is a real stopper of a game. What now? Do you want me for a recital again? No. Angie, the reason I brought you to Ow Ow is to show you the way towards the truth of that day. Huh? Look at Featherine's cunning face. Huh? Featherine has the key for reaching the truth in her hands. I'm the Witch of Theatergoing. In exchange for being able to observe and know everything, I do not find much pleasure in influencing the players on the stage. Hey. If you had to choose between Battler's boring little show or my shocking, destiny-shaping play, which one do you prefer? Vern says, especially as a witch who can't bear more than a minute of boredom. She opens her eyes. She smiles once again. The one holding the key for reaching the truth is you, Angie, right? What? Huh? There's the key. That's the key Battler gave you, isn't it? The butterfly symbol on it. Oh, that key. My brother gave it to me at the start of the game, but he only said that I would know how to use it when the time was ripe. Nothing of what the key is for. What I can do is tell you what keyhole that key might fit into. Oh, child of man. You know that? Tell me, what is this key for? My priestess, explain. Don't wanna. Bird's like, nah, you do it. I'm not gonna help you out here. Nah, I do it. You should involve yourself on the stage a little more. Get out of retirement. Dang. Bird's like, I'm gone. You do it yourself, Featherine. This key is your own decision given corporeal shape. This game is heading towards an end with the decision you desire, and this act of making a decision took form in the shape of a key. My decision took form? You're just looking over at the key. In the end, it will come down to you standing in front of... In the end, it will come down to you standing in front of two doors, and you will have to decide which to open. Didn't Battler tell you as much? Battler did not tell her as much, but I do know that this is going to be the case because I've read the end of the visual novel, and that is exactly how the visual novel ends, right? Like, she has to pick between two doors. Nothing. He only alluded to a proper time coming. Nobody told me anything. The Battler probably wants to highlight your free will, but you are starting to notice as well, Angie, that there is an answer that Battler wants you to choose. Battler did say there is an answer that he wants her to choose, but despite that, she technically does have free will. Whatever Battler says, she does have free will. I have always felt it. He was trying to fool me out of the truth with a daydream-like story. Everybody had a wonderful time, and then we just vanished on that day. Everybody's in heaven, smiling down and protecting you. You don't need to know anything, Angie. Just try your best on your own and live. It was my brother pushing his ideas on me. That's right. On first sight, Battler might have given you equal choices, but he actually guided you towards a certain path from the start. There's Angie there. Burn. You have been witness to that farce of a play, right? A Halloween party so nice that it's uncanny. It was very nice. Kinzo brimming with love, the siblings bonded in an oath, overflowing with dreams and hope. A squeaky clean game. What a vile way to fool a child. Even a children's show used to have a villain in it. Ooh. Wow. There's no villains? Angie, Battler told you that the negative characteristics of your family were an outside perspective, right? That's a lie. Dang. Bear's just telling her, nah, that ain't true. Even more, if his words were to be true, what about the way they were portrayed in Beato's games before? Was it all a lie? Was it Beato's deception? Impossible. Let's see your family as they are. They're a group with lots of problems. Yeah, there's the family. Were you not ostracized and persecuted as the daughter of people involved in the incident, and not treated as the bereaved family member of the victims of an explosion incident until today? And you notice as well, right, that there is not even the epitaph on this game board. Everything wiped clean, down to the thing that set the fight among them ablaze. Where's the gold? I mean, the gold was discussed, but still. All the stuff that could be in the way got removed. A puppet show full of child's pretense in order to make you believe. For Battler, you'll always be a little girl. You've been fooled, Angie. My brother is a coward. Although he said he'd tell me about that day, he cast smoke around it with sweet stories, trying to lure me away from the truth. From your perspective, you could call it cowardice. But remember, you said it yourself at the start of this game. Like Beato's game, this game is a battle between Battler and yourself. Eh? What? There was a fight between Beato and Battler before. The game master Beato insisted on her witch culprit theory, and the player Battler had to disprove it. And this time, Angie, the game master and the player this time around, who is who? Says Bern. Eh? The game master is my brother. The player is me. So, was I mistaken this whole time? My brother was never planning on telling me the truth. Is this really a game between him, trying to hide the truth of that day, and me, who's attempting to uncover it? Is that it? He's confused. Come on, Angie, figure it out. There's Valérine, there's Bern. That you stepped up this game without understanding even that surprises me. It's alright, I'll tell you. I want you to take in everything that I'm going to tell you. I was too soft. I was going along with this game just because he said he'd tell me, but that is no different from him just nodding and agreeing to Beato's magic theories. I was okay with being fooled by him. Battler is quite skilled, just like he was pulled into the game with Beato without knowing. You were pulled in as well. But that is just an opening move to heighten your chances of winning. To not tell your opponent the rules and pushing them around with deceptions, not telling left from right. That's just low. Dang, okay, Bern. You're right. My brother, he was just giving his best in this game. Nothing more. You finally noticed? The way to fight and the meaning of this key. Yes. This game is a battle between my brother and me. If I can uncover the truth of that day which he hides, I'll win. If I am fooled by the childish puppet play and get sent back to my lonely reality, he wins. I will not be fooled any longer. He gave his best and now I will do the same. And in my hand I have the key to arrive at the truth. I will open the door I want by my own will. Tell me, Featherine, what is the keyhole that leads to the truth? Zoom out a little bit. Featherine and Bern. I have to admit, this angel will be a story more to my liking than one who just follows Battler. Right, Desho? Very well, says Featherine. There you go, Featherine stands up. I will fetch it then. Alright. Well, suddenly, my mind goes... Huh? Lady? Amakusa. Amakusa? Where? This is Hachijo Toya's place, of course. This is Hachijo Toya's place, of course. You came here because there was supposed to be something of great importance. Isn't it a bit early for you to sleep? What? What is this? This is not the witch's world. This is the human world. The author has arrived. Hachijo Toya. There she is. Hachijo Toya, quote unquote. I called her Ikugo last time. My fault. I guess that I shouldn't be saying that just yet. Let's go with Hachijo Toya for now. Or Featherine. Or just Hachijo. No need to doubt, Featherine and Hachijo Toya are the same thing. Are the same being. In her words, the scenery backdrop just changed a little. No need to be afraid. Should I call you Miss Hachijo then? Featherine's there. Names are a complicated thing. It doesn't change that you and I are here now. But you must not get confused with my names. Forgery writer Hachijo Toya. No need to worry. So what is it you wanted to show me? Do you recognize this? Is that the Book of the Single Truth? This is the Book of the Single Truth, isn't it? The one that Eva wrote? The one that holds the truth of what really happened on Mokujima that day? Huh? That lock looks dang sturdy, says Amakusa. Doesn't it look like it, lady? The thing you always carry around. Mario Nechan's spellbook. Oh, here, take it. Take a look at the back. The back? Oh. It looks like Maria's spellbook? Okay. The Book of the Single Truth looks like Maria's spellbook. She looks at the back of it. Eva Ishiromiya. Ishiromiya? Eva Ishiromiya? No way. This Eva Obasan's diary? This holds the truth of everything. So it really is the fabled. What do you know about it, Amakusa? Just rumors, okay? I heard from a fellow guard how President Eva has a diary. She always keeps it locked and carries it around, never letting it leave her side. Why is this diary here then? It was found in the hospital room where Ushima Eva drew her last breath. Apparently it was found behind her bed in that room, shortly after she had died. Behind her bed, okay. It is impossible to put a value on a diary left by Ushima Eva, the one considered to be the culprit of the Rokkenjima mystery. The person finding it was able to get a fitting price and handed it over to the witch hunters in secret. And making its rounds, it found its way to me. Oh. To my good fortune, nobody had destroyed the lock on it so far. Everybody was drunk on the fact that the truth of that day is sleeping here. Behind this mysterious lock. Wait, you tell me that none of the witch hunters opened the friggin' lock to this book? Are they out of their minds? Isn't that their entire thing? Or I guess they wanted to theorize, they didn't want to open the cat box because the truth is in there? But still, this mysterious lock. Nishima Natsu sealed her diary because she wrote her everyday discontent and depressing thoughts in there. It is already known that it was a certain kind of ritual for her. And Eva Basan did the same thing? There's a good chance. Even with a key unlocking that is a hassle. Even with a key unlocking that is a hassle. Even the other wouldn't want to do it all the time, right? Sakamakusa said, this diary isn't one that you just easily open to relive some parts of the past. It's a diary to write down to forget and then seal it away. There is no other way. So this diary contains Eva Basan's memories of what happened that day written down. You say, if you read it, you will know. But I do not know of the whereabouts of the key to this lock. Well, Angie clearly has it. Huh? The key! I have it here. What? You don't have it no more. It's gone. The key! What is it, lady? A key? I had it on my neck all the time. I don't remember there being any key. I see. They mean the human world doesn't have the key. Ah. But you in the witch world, that would give you the key. Only they mean the witch's world has it. Return me to where I have the key. I will open this diary, says Angie. Okay, back to the witch's world we go. There it is, the key. Huh? The diary's gone? I had it on my lap. It must exist somewhere on this game board, says Featherine. What? more than just being a keyhole given to you. The diary exists somewhere on this game box. Okay. Where? Where did my brother hide it? It is not hidden in the closest sense. Even though it is Battler's precious king, he cannot make this game without it on the board. In other words, he might have already given you a glimpse of it. It's like the vicious trap already spelled out in the fine print of a contract offered by a swindler. If Battler is following the laws of mystery writing as a game master, the hints are definitely presented. The choice that is Battler's defeat is definitely presented. Remember now, Angie, you must have seen Eva's diary in Battler's game before. Oni-chan, can this key open that book? At the very beginning, Angie, remember when Battler told you not to open that book? At the very beginning, that book is forbidden. Battler firmly told you that, remember? Remember, Angie? That's the book. It was. That book in the chapel was Eva Boson's diary. That was the book of the single truth. Yes, says Byrne. The diary of Hishirama Eva holds that day's truth written down. The book of the one truth. Okay, or the book of the single truth. I'm used to calling it the book of the single truth because that's what they said in the visual novel. But the manga translates it to the book of the one truth. Okay. The book of the single truth? And it has the actual truth in it? Couldn't it just be the rambling of Eva Obasan that... I swear it with the red truth. Oh, let's zoom out for this. In Ishirama Eva's diary, the book of the single truth, the events from October 4th to 5th, 1986, the truth of Rokkenjima, are written down. So, my biggest thought here is, will the manga actually reveal it? Because in the visual novel, Angie opened the book and screamed, right? She screamed because she couldn't believe the truth written down. And it was stated in red that this is the truth. Does the manga reveal what's in the book? Does the manga straight up show us? Because that would be a massive change from the visual novel if the manga actually shows us what the book is about. And obviously, major spoilers in there. Even visual novel spoilers. And that's the end of that chapter. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Let's not waste any time. Chapter 16. Okay, the scratch marks of the black cat, part 1. Yeah, part 1. All right, let's get it. Ooh, we have this is a new volume. Volume 4. Yeah, new volume. Volume 4. Scratch marks of a black cat. Let's get it. You have how many chapters is this volume? Chapter 20. The siege. Okay, it ends on chapter 21. It's from 16 to 21, so 6 chapters then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Typically it's been 5 chapters per volume. But 11 to 15. So you think it would be 16 to 20? Oh no, it's 16 to 21. So 21 counts as volume 4. Okay. Will and Lanor at the front of this volume cover for volume 4. Okay. Let's get it. Okay. What is the volume 4 scratch marks of a black cat. Alright, let's get it. There's just one thing I demand. The truth of that day in Rokkenjima. The truth. By the way, if I'm reading really fast and you feel like and yeah, you feel like I'm reading really fast, holy crap, this OST in the back. And you feel like I'm not commenting much, it's because all this are things that I know already. I'm kind of trying to get to mostly the visual novel only stuff, so yeah. The truth of that day in Rokkenjima, the truth. Since my brother had told me that he would tell me I have been constantly involved in this game. This is the last game and I am offering it to you. But I was wrong. He did not consider telling me the truth even once. He's casting smoke with this illusion of everyone getting along oh so well, just to abandon me back to a lonely future. This game is a battle between my brother and me. In the end, I am just like him when he fought against Beato, who painted the island with illusion. I have to struggle towards the truth by my own mind. That's why I will get it. The book of the single truth. Eva Boston's diary with the truth of that day written in it. Oh right, I was supposed to read this and then the book of the single truth. Got it. There's the book. Chapter 16, The Scratch Marks of the Black Cat. Part 1. Alright, let's get it. Family still dancing about in the Halloween party. Let's go. We're having a grand old time. Wee-hoo. Wee-hoo. And... Hey Bern, are you listening? I love how she's raising her hair to try and like get to her ear, trying to get her attention. Oh man, Bern! Go away. Finally you answered, says Lambda. Why so distant? As if you didn't put your heart into it, she says. Did you just leave your body behind and go talk with somebody else somewhere different? Wow? Erika? Or somebody else? Well... Berncastle, have Angie and Erika still not arrived? It's alright for them to come. Erika I know, but even Angie seems to have wandered off quite a bit. In what kind of ravine did you push them? She's safe and sound on a sofa having black tea. The tea loved by lords should suit her taste quite well, I suppose, says Beato. Nonsense. It suits everybody, says Bird. Alright. Well, Erika lapped everything up from the last drop of tea from my pot to the bottom of my soup bowl. Okay. She's a pervert. My master! She's definitely a weirdo pervert. I can see that. When Miss Master Detective arrives, I want to make her play your game as well, says Battler. I bet she will be all proud for figuring out the right answer. Nah, I bet she'll argue a lot for the hell of it and spout something about other theories than a culprit theory. Around the Battler household. Oh yeah, you're right about that, Battler. It could be George's branch. A deduction of this degree is possible. The master detective knows. I can totally see it. look at her cheeks. You're so great in imitating Erika. They're having fun together. Still, it feels kinda off. For you to let Angie go so easily, Bern. Is it that odd? Totally odd. From you, I expect that you'd keep her and torture Battler with more difficult riddles. Or that you'd spout something weird towards Angie to turn the game around. Look at Bern's eyes as well. Oh, okay. It's an anticlimax, and I thought I'd know you better than anyone, says Lambda. Oh, look at the face Bern is making here, though. Ooh. No worries. You are the one who knows me better than anyone. Huh? Says Lambda. She's embarrassed by that more than anything. She's flattered. So I'm right? Because my love and understanding for you is deeper than even a black hole. Okay. Battler-sama, says Genji. Angie-sama has returned. Oh, I see. There she is. I was taking care of her. Angie, I'm so happy. I was worried. Oh, nah, Battler. She ain't on your side no more. Whoa. I was only at a friend of Bern's house for tea, says Angie. She's walked on over to Bern, who's smiling back at Battler. Battler's like, huh? What's up, Angie? You seem in a bad mood. Are you feeling ill? I bet Lady Berncastle made you drink something weird. But I have a lot of spells for tummy aches, so I prefer turning marshmallows into hard candy. Okay, there's Angie. Oh! Ooh! She slashed over at Beato. Or is that just... okay? There's her towel. There's Angie looking over. Angie's giving that Super Saiyan look. Is that just me? Angie giving that Super Saiyan look. You better step back. This game is between me and my brother. Go away, Beato. This is 100% Goku Super Saiyan look. Let's see. This is that Goku Super Saiyan look, bro. This one. Goku Super Saiyan look. Alright, anyway. Angel's going Super Saiyan now. Alright. Yeah, I know. That scene TV is iconic, by the way. Anyone who makes a pose like this and looks at someone like this, it's always gonna give me Goku vibes. I've seen Goku turn Super Saiyan. That scene I've seen so many times. It's insane. This game is between me and my brother. Alright. Okay, let's see. Alright, so Backless put his hand in front. Is he ready to confront Angie here? Did something happen, Angie? You're being weird. This game is a battle between you, the Game Master, and me, the player. So who needs a lot of pieces between the two of us? They are in the way. A battle. This game is to invite you, Angie, to Rokkenjima. That's all deception! In the beginning, I believed that you would invite me to that day the tragedy happened. I believed that you would tell me of that day without hiding anything away. But I was wrong! This is nothing but a farce you planned. I was shocked. Huh? To lull me in with sweet stories while drinking tea. Weren't you just trying to throw me back into my lonely future with a worthless souvenir of cheap warmth? And her parents as well, man. And her cousins. The only thing I wanted was the truth, and you don't even think about telling me. She has her sister, double O, she has a double O in Rosa. You're trying to hide the truth of that day behind illusions. Mom. Isn't, and Bird smiling of course. Isn't that just the same as the enemy bad teacher you were once supposed to defeat? You were one of those who were supposed to unveil the true facts. When did my brother join the Beato side? This is this code, isn't it? Oh, we're getting almost to the end of this OST video. Or song. You're one of those who were supposed to unveil the true facts. When did my brother join Beato's side? You didn't even come back to Disco. There it is. You didn't even come back home to me. You're trying to keep me away from the truth. You're shutting only me out. You're coming home. You are, right? Oh, this is from episode 4, isn't it? I promise. I was almost pushed out of this game board, with everything staying unsettled. I am so sorry. Now I understand how this battle works. Don't think you can trick me any longer. Ooh, that face though. Yo, Angie. Battler can't believe it. Angie's completely gone got by Burn here. Angie, Battler's like, nah. This is between me and my little sister, but don't interfere. What do you wish for? Nobody from my family came back. That's why I have just one wish. The truth of Rokkenjima in 1986. Just that. This music does not fit, but anyway. This is like a death of the grave or something. Yeah, this fits when someone's trying to solve something, not in this dramatic scene. Alright, that's why I have just one wish. The truth of Rokkenjima in 1986. Just that. That's her one wish. The truth is sealed in the cat box. You can never gain it because you're outside of it. And that's why you are trying to fool me with this sweet illusion? Yes, this is an illusion. There was nothing like a Halloween party on that day. But it's not about what occurred on that day. Our forms you did not know of. Our hearts, I wanted to show them to you. That is something you arbitrarily decided to push on me. I never wished for that in the first place. Burn is still smiling. Yeah, I did this. Angie, the cat box is empty inside. You're looking for something that isn't there. That's a lie. Eva Obasan, when you died, that was the first time I was ever grateful to you. Yo! Oh, you can hear my voice completely going away here. You can tell I've been talking for a solid 4 hours, 5 hours minimum or something like that. I don't know how long I've been recording, but we've read quite a lot of chapters in a row here, so my voice is dying at this point. When you died, that was the first time I was ever grateful to you. Because you oh so carefully wrote down what happened on that day. That is how I gained this final chance to learn the truth. Or so carefully, okay. The truth of that day exists, written down by the one survivor. Eva Basan's diary is the book of the single truth. Huh? Hey, Angie, listen, that's just nonsense that I wrote down. No need for that foolery. I already received it in red that the content of the diary is the truth. Nonsense. Somebody besides the game master to be able to use red. What do you mean? Bernie's also the game master. What do you mean? I mean, you also have Federine, who is the creator. Anything she says can be read. I mean, she's that much of a goat. It was Aurora, says Lambda. She is something like a god, you know. Correct. A great task that only a witch who can observe everything can fulfill. Wind coming in. Burnt Castle told me everything. The way to fight. And the way to fulfill my wish. Uh-oh. It's a storm brewing. I no longer need to be the child that follows your every whim. I am no peace, for I am the last witch of 1998 and the witch of truth, Angie Beatrice. Angie Beatrice, says Beato. And Birdie smiling in the back. Ha! Let's do this. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. A witch of the past cannot win against a witch of the future. I will unveil the truth that is sealed in that diary. Angie makes her declaration here in this 2-page spread. Let's zoom back in now. Beato looking over at her. She's still up there with Bird. You can no longer stop me, who is the witch of any illusion and truth. So, my brother's boring party is now at an end. From here on, my party begins, says Angie. This is adult Angie, by the way. She's gone back to her adult form. No more child Angie. I also prepared something to make the party a little more lively. Oh, that is Eva. It's Eva Tiche. And Eva Tiche is gonna be working for Angie, so there we go. How embarrassing, right? Since you failed to invite only me. There they are. I'm the only survivor of Rokimjima and the Witch of the Future, carrying the title of Golden and Endless Witch from 86 to 98. And this sweet illusion of yours, Battler, is to the future no more than a flake of snow on the surface of a lake. Now, remember. Okay, she's holding some bottles. Oh, right, these are the game board bottles, right? They hold all the info. Those endless deductions from all of you. What the? Bottles? Battler, that's really bad. Don't let them break. Now then, it's showtime. Ooh, she's breaking them. Alright. There they are. There's them. Angie. Crap, they got Angie. Ooh. There's Beto Marin Battler. What the? Everything's shaking. Ooh. Beams everywhere from the sky down to the island. What is going on? Hail? No. Kakera? fragments, Kakera? I am afraid that this was. I'm afraid that is what was in the bottles. Kakera taken here from the future. You could call them the content of the cat box called future, says Beato. The content of the cat box of the future. The OST in the background being being fitting for the scene, in my opinion. There's the Kakera going crazy. Ooh. Huh? Battle remarks. Oh, here the goats. Here they are. Here they come. The goats are about to go crazy. What? Those are goats! Batter! Over here too! Says assume that builds above saying this. Those Kakera all over the place. Those goats are emerging from them. Oh, there's a lot of goats. 45! Scan all surrounding. The radar is all white. Either through jamming or too many irregular reflections. Unable to get concrete data on enemy numbers, says 45. Wow, the goats are going crazy. They don't seem to be Beato's underlings. These goat appearances are just blocking the shape of pieces that appeared on the game board. They are something much more troublesome, says Vergilia. I see, says Lanor. A materialization of the message bottle, perhaps? Will goes on to say, looks like it, but not Beatrice's. Are they the forgeries of the people of the future? Kakera of imagination? The cat box contains in itself endlessness, says Beato. As a result, the dwellers of the outside of the box are permitted to imagine endless contents of the box. And I suppose these endless imaginings is the true form of those guys. And then Eva says, even though I succeeded in not telling the truth in the world of the future, there is an endless number of people who will disseminate and fabricate ruthlessly what the tragedy of that day on the island was. Mass media, witch hunters, forgery writers, the readers of those. In the ocean of the internet, ooh, the internet as well being mentioned. 1998 though? Yeah, the internet was a thing in 1998, definitely. It was still in its infancy, right? It was still like not super widespread compared to now, of course. It was definitely a thing in 1998. I wasn't really alive at the time to witness it like that, but you know, I've heard, you know, but by learning about history, I know it was a thing back then, 1998, you know. In the ocean of the internet, there float endless imaginary if-worlds of different witch illusions, culprit theories, or stories of outsiders sneaking on the island. And the goats are their materialization. Isn't that great, Beato? Didn't you create your cat box so that a lot of witch illusions can come out of it? Now is no time to rejoice about it. Look. The goats are going crazy. They're eating the flowers. Oh no, they're eating everything, not just the flowers. They're eating the roses? No, they're eroding and dissolving it. Oh, the skateboard, that is. What? In the world of the future, everybody believes that we were involved in a tragedy today. That is why they won't allow our truth of spending this day in peace. No way! The cat box allows for endless imaginings, doesn't it? And those endless truths are equal. There's no way that the ideas of dwellers of the future who don't even have hold of the red truth can just barge in here and deny and dissolve things arbitrarily. But they're doing it. Originally, that is. But after all, it's the strong, it's the weak. It is even more plausible within the cat box that the truth has to exterminate other possibilities. More than the peaceful truth that we created, they are expecting a truth that is drenched in tragedy. That is why it is plausible. They are eating away, bro. Eroding away everything. They are coming closer, says Sakutaro. I am afraid that Angi's emotional state has as much to do with it. Angie? This game is something that you specifically created for Angie, right? So Angi's mental state definitely has something to do with this. Now that she's refusing it, this game board is a mere sandcastle. Ah. And Angie's going crazy. Angie, what will happen to us? Will we get devoured and disappear? Battle's like, nah, we will not die. None of us. The goats are going crazy though. And that's the end of that chapter. You know what? Let's continue. One more chapter. Let's go. 3 chapters in one video. Let's do it. It hasn't been an hour yet anyway, so... And I'm assuming this chapter won't take that long to read, because I think it's mostly going to be fighting, right? So... fighting is not the important part of Umineko. I don't really care much about the fighting. So here the goats come in. There's Evatice. Now, appear! You coquette of the imaginings from the future. All ostentation, all fantasy, all this childish tomfoolery of a game. Is there a better way than devouring it? Okay, the goats are going crazy. I'm sorry, Batter-kun. The future wishes for a tragedy on this island. Nobody would ever imagine something like an accident while you were having a fun party. But that is responsibility of Beato herself, who created a cat box that allows for endless imaginings while struggling to reveal the true circumstances. And of course it is due to all of your sins, for living lives that left no other choice than to doubt you all. Angie no longer needs anything but one simple truth. That smile from Evatice though. So is there ever a better way than gumming up this chewing gum like game and returning it to nothing? Chapter 17. The scratch marks of the black cat. The goats are going crazy. They come to eat. Here they come. I'm jumping at y'all. Oh, they're gonna break through the glass. Madame, I respectfully offer to seal this window. Cornelia! Let's go, Cornelia, protecting the window from being shattered. Nice defense. There's a lot more ghosts coming in though. Gertrude, seal the other windows now! Understood, says Gertrude. Nice. But they are still breaking in a little. We were too slow in sealing them. Everyone, to the second floor. We will create a barrier at the stairs, says Beato. Everyone's running off. They are eating everything. Crap, the party hall. My lady, hurry. Oh my, what a horrible development. Lady Lambda Delta. It's so burned. She's stirring it up swell. Boredom is poison for a witch, so the climax of the game just has to be like this. No way. Lady Burncastle did. She planned that from the start. The goats are going crazy. Look at Lambda's little face. I was totally satisfied by having fun with Burn on your game board. But she is so tenacious. She's not satisfied until she drags all the guts of your game out, squishes them and throws them out on garbage day. I like games I can definitely win, says Burn. But that's why I love my Burn so much, says Lambda as she's eating popcorn. Sorry, Battler. It's not that I dislike sweet stuff like you did. But to a Burn who loves spicy stuff and Angie who laps up hardship, your game just didn't suit their taste buds. There seems no other way than letting the goats eat it up. Battler's still like, ugh. You are a higher witch, aren't you? Can't you do something? That is Will saying this. I remember because, not Will, Leon said this because I remember Leon saying this in the visual novel as well. If I get swallowed up at nothingness, I die. Sorry, but I'm satisfied being a spectator, says Lambda. More than ever, you're an invited spectator and not a piece of this board. It's a pity we couldn't get your help though. Yeah, I remember Beto saying this in the visual novel as well, yeah. True. I will observe who wins, Burn or you guys. Crap, I hate when she's having fun, says Battler. And she goes back to be an observer. Everyone, hurry! To the 3rd floor, to Grandpa's room. Don't get separated. Alright, they're all going upstairs. Oh, Maria! Oh, Maria, don't fall, no! She's up to be eaten by a goat. And bang! Let's go, Goat Gaga. Here come the 7 stakes. Dang, that feels icky. Passing through something so blockheaded. What about Beast attack Lady Maria? The Jester sisters say. Here they arrive. Please steal them. Lady Maria, this way, says Jester Tableau. Lanor, set up the barrier at the stairs. Gertrude is already trying, but she needs more time, says Lanor. If you do not make them halt... So, now, it seems as if our time of service has arrived, says Ronove. Let's go, Ronove. 7 Sisters of Purgatory. To me. Wait, was that the last OST? No, we still have 20 plus minutes. This OST does not fit the scene, but let's continue anyway. Tonight you shall feast as much as you like. Let's go, 7 Sisters. Y'all get to have fun. Can I count on you, Ronove? Sisters? It's better saying this, right? Yes, your majesty. For fighting scenes are our domain. Jester Force, close range battle. Prepare. Aye, sir! I, Lanor A. Nox, will be your opponent. I will assist you. I, Lanor A. Nox, I will assist you. Get it? Because his name is Will. No? Okay. I will assist you. Leon, you also go upstairs. But Will, leave this to us and go upstairs. Yeah, Regille's helping out too. She's here as well. Your duty is to protect your family. I understand. Everybody, be safe. Leon runs upstairs. Alright, magic peeps are going crazy. Nice. This is the domain of our great and noble witch Beatrice. For those of you with poor manners, you will not return. Battler, the humans have taken refuge in the study. I see. Ronov is holding them back downstairs right now. Battler, Rice, Gap. Oh, Gap is here too. Look at her. Can you come with me? Oh wait. I was okay. For a second, I was like, Battler, Rice, what? I didn't know what she was talking about, but I just kind of accepted it because I'm like, all right, Gap is here, sure. But what she's saying here is Battler Riche, because it's Beatrice, right? But Riche is typically spelled R-I-I-I-I-C-H-E, typically, because it goes with Riche. But in this case, they just shortened it to Riche because that is the end of Beatrice's name. So fair enough. That's just not me. Can you come with me? I think you should see this, says Gob. Whoa, that's high. The sky above the island. Yeah, but look down, says Gob. And yeah, I like how Beato carries Battler. You see? Ooh. Oh, right. There's goats everywhere. The darkness is going to eat the entire island. Wow. Huh? What is that? You wanna tell me that those squirming drops in the waves are all goats? That is no longer a wave, that's an ocean. The future people are quite something. How many people exactly cooked up how many ideas of strategies there? Says Gop. They are not like us. They can't perceive the right truth. That's why, even though the truth is much more likely to be something quite simple, even a crazy plot like burn castles might do. That is what they keep throwing against our catbox, in endless numbers on top of that. What is this? Do they want to see us end up in tragedy that bad? Though I have to take responsibility for sowing the seed for that, says Beato. We don't exactly have time to babble right now. They are trying to swallow the island itself into nothingness. The shape of it is already changing. With numbers like that, it is only a question of time until we are swallowed up with the mansion. Gop, can you help us get back into the study? I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, says Gop. Alright, she's about to teleport them once again. Let's go. And to the study they go. There's Beato and Battler falling like that. Ah! Can't you look out where you throw us? Beato hit her head. She did land head first, to be fair. G-sama, Kinzo, I'm sorry, we don't have anywhere to run. I see that. Bang! Ooh, Kinzo's shooting, he's going crazy. And if this keeps going, we can't hold our bases much longer. Oh, Beatrice, Is there no way to escape this game board? Rudolph and Kitty are also shooting. Impossible. The outside of the game board is not my domain. You can't step outside unless you are a higher tier witch like Lady Burncastle or Lambda Delta. Then what do we do? Is there another way? The Golden Land, says Beato. The Golden Land is a very sacred place on this game board. If you can run, then that is the only place. Bang! Got shot. Ooh, yeah. Shannon is also defending here. Good to see. It's decided. We will all take refuge in the Golden Land. What do you have to do to open the door to there? I only have to open the door. But there is one problem. The door can only be closed by 2 people from the outside. 2 of us have to remain here. It should be the role of me as a domain lord and you. If it's us, we can also defend us. Do it, Beato. Okay, I will. Hurry, Beato! Open the door! Ooh, she's going over to her portrait in the study. What is it, Beato? Sorry. That army of goats seems to put off a huge amount of anti-magic toxin. I suppose opening the door will take a lot longer than anticipated. Dang! Then we will defend this study until the time comes. My ruffles are demanding food. Yeah, let's go, Ginzo. Leave the protection to me. I will have fun by sending these goats to hell. Gop is also going crazy. Okay, let's go, Beato. I'm counting on you, Kinzo. Gop. Yeah, the goats are getting got. Let's go. Okay. Will as well. Will is slicing him up. Good to see Will. And Lanor. Splendid work. The next one is yours. The goats are going crazy again. Here you have Mammon and Satan. I want to say it's Satan unless it's Leviathan. Leviathan, I should say. I always pronounce her name wrong. All you can eat, well and nice, but with that many, there's no end. It's either Satan or Leviathan. Let's see. I'm googling Satan first. Satan Umineko. Does look like it could be Satan. I've googled Satan. Alright, let's see. Not burn. Leviathan. No, it's not Leviathan. Leviathan has more, a little more straight hair than that on her sides. I'm pretty sure this is Satan, like I first correctly assumed. And that's obviously Mammon there. What is their deal? You beat them and they still keep coming! Pretty powerful goats. We all are defending well. Ting! This is no time to stand around crying. To stand around crying. Okay, around is one word here. We are the furniture of the Endless Switch. If you can't compete with Endless, what are we? The goats are goading. Regalia. What? What are they babbling while staring at us? Says, this should be Asmodeus, right? And Mammon, I guess. Regalia. There's Chester 45. Change in enemy formation. Units with higher breakthrough potential have been positioned to the front line. The information has changed? Ha! So what? Let's go, everybody! Yeah! Says Lucifer. And you have Beelzebub and Mammon there. Or, no, that's, this is Leviathan. The stakes are going crazy. Let's go. Ooh, what's going on there? The stakes, right, that's nice. What? Eh? The stakes have been stopped? Protect the Purgatory Squad. You goats, we will teach you. They're not getting pierced. It's ineffective? Why? All the fantasy characters are fictitious. Oh, that's why it's not affecting them. The Sisters of Purgatory are personifications of the ritual stakes. They are actually paperweights. Paperweights. Ah! The Chester sisters are modeled after Muddy's bunny dolls. They are actually bullets. Was it ever directly stated that they're bunny dolls in the visual novel? It probably wasn't. I just don't remember. Although it is pretty obvious that Jessa's sisters are just the Maria dolls. So, and that's why 556 is already dead. Ooh. They're actually bullets. Okay. The fantasy characters are all illusion. All of the case can be explained with mystery, the goats declare. That is, magic resistance endless 9. What now? It seems like there are a lot who deny magic, and if they don't accept it, which is the part in Furfur, the magic attacks cannot harm them in any way. Ah, the stakes are looking scary here. Why is the part of Furfur so happy about this scenario? If magic doesn't affect them in any way, that's a problem. But that means humans can affect them. Runaways fiction. What? His vessel is Genji. He's the fantasy form of Genji. Regil's vessel is Kimosawa. Oh, was that ever stated directly? That Runaway's Genji and Regil's vessel is Kimosawa? Was that ever stated very directly? It could have been. I don't remember that. Because I feel like this was stated directly, what they said earlier. That the Jester system modeled after Mari's dolls. I feel like that was Bunny dolls. I feel like that was stated directly, but I don't remember Vigil being Kurosawa's vessel. Oh no, that Kurosawa is Vigil's vessel, and that Genji is one of his vessel. I don't remember that, but it could be. I might just not remember. Gertrude is the receipt stuck in the door. Cornelius the duct tape. They're all fictitious. Okay, that was definitely not in the visual novel. What? Aha! Gertrude is the receipt stuck in the door. That's why they were with Erika like that, and obviously Dlanor. And Cornelius the duct tape. Okay, that explains things. Okay, the receipt and the duct tape. The receipt that also is with the name Frederica Berncastle, right? Okay. Then what is Dlanor supposed to be? Just the rules? I guess the Nox rules? A personification of the Nox rules? Interesting. The goats are going crazy. Okay, that was definitely not in the visual novel. That is definitely manga original right there. Well, what should we do? Says Mammon. And also, Gertrude being the receipt and Corinne being the duct tape is not something I figured out while reading the visual novel. So this is complete new information to me. And yeah. Well, what should we do? Says Mammon. And then Double O says, we'll fight till the end. You're not allowed to die in battle. Oh wow, okay. But our attacks have no effect, says Beelzebub. Asmodeus. The goats are going crazy though. No. You're all about to eat. Madame Virgilia! Ooh. Bang! Runaway went crazy. Alright, let's go, Runaway. Huh? Bang! Nice! Nice little punch there, Runaway. Ooh, another punch. And Runaway! Bang! A kick. Nice kick from Runaway. He's like, bro, I may not have magic, but I got these hands. It's like Denken from Denken in Frieren. He's like, I may not be able to attack with magic, but I can attack with these hands. Alright, I'm taking you down. No effect at all? Huh. I mean, it seems like it had some effect. Even if magic is ineffective, I, Runaway, the truth of my hot-blooded deepest loyalty won't waver. Do you think I would stoop so low as to abandon women and children? Says Runaway. Runaway is a fantasy, fiction, inexistent. Madame, I want you to... Runaway, no! Escape! I, Runaway, somehow get all roused up when a lady's in a pinch. Okay, Runaway, go crazy! That's my bad side. Ooh, go on, Runaway, fight back! Bang! No, get behind the barrier. I want you to escape upstairs, says Runaway. What? He's going crazy. Wow, nice fight scene. Oh, let's go. Nice kick. Oh, he got grabbed. Uh-oh. Runaway-sama! Ah! Oh, they got caught. What are you doing, Chesters? Shoot! It's no use. No matter how much we shoot, it's no use. You won't accept fantasy. You won't accept. It can all be explained with a mystery. The existence of fantasy is impossible. Just let it all be mystery. There's Ronove getting got. It will probably take some time when you absent-mindedly chew me to bits, says Ronove. I just think that I will have a lot of small bones in me. Wait. Let's do a little bit of this. I just think that I will have a lot of small bones in me. Ronove-sama! Oh no! Oh! Let's go! They cut up the goats, and here come Will and Lonor. This page, this double page spread is so clean. Oh yeah, they look scary here. This Lonor and Will, I don't want to mess with them. Run them in the background. Nice to see. And alright, this chest, not the chest, the 7 stakes catch one of it falling. There's Regalia. Mystery, is it? Who exactly did say that? Lanor's sword is going through? I see. Of course it is. Come on now, y'all. If the opponent claims it to be a mystery, the wedges of mystery, Nox's 10 commandments, and Van Dyne's 20 rules are effective. So fantasy cannot possibly exist. You understand at least that much, says Will. So you lot have, he's smiling, prepared an answer, haven't you? Here come Lanor and Will, they're about to face your answer. I wanna hear it, your reasoning on Beatrice's game. I'm looking forward to all your theories, says Lanor. Let's get it. Oh, and that's the end of that chapter. Okay. Alright. Cool. And that's the end of the OST as well, so we can stop that there. Stop this there. We are. Oh wow. Okay, now we're basically at the end of this. We're basically at the end of the best of OST as well. Essentially, we only have I think 1 or 2 soundtracks left. So if listen through the entirety of this best of OST twice now. So that's 6 hours in total of this plus 3 hours of this, and that amounts to about 18 chapters. That makes sense. 18 chapters makes sense. And okay, we have read 2 of the scratch marks of the Black Cat, as well as the Late Visitor Part 3. So that's some solid progress. We can end the part off there. My throat also needs a break. Okay, and I think I've been recording for many parts in a row. I might come back to recording a little bit, but for now, I think I'm gonna take a break to let my throat breathe a little. I've been talking straight for several hours now. But yeah, later if I come back, I'll record, I guess, the end of volume 4 maybe. Maybe we'll do 2 parts and finish up volume 4. We'll finish up the scratch marks of the Black Cat in the next part, and then the siege on the chapel, which I felt like wasn't this a 3-parter in the visual novel? The siege on the chapel, wasn't that 3 parts? I don't know. Yeah, we'll have this be 1 part, and then this be the next part, and we'll try to finish up volume 4, and then after that we've got volume 5, which leads into the confession, which is coming up real soon. We are closing in on the confession, but otherwise we made some solid progress. Yeah, next 2 parts we'll finish volume 4, and after that we'll do these 2, I guess, and then we have this chapter. How will we time that? I mean, we could also read 3 chapters here. Let's say Theseus Chapel. Maybe next part we'll read the end of this, and the part after that we'll read Syrian Chapel 1 to Capital Books. And then in the next chapter after that we'll read these 2. And we'll get to the interlude of the confession. But alright, we're now in chapter 18. We're getting pretty close to chapter 24. Yeah, the confession. That is honestly one of the biggest reasons why I did this entire manga read through, because I wanted to read through the confession. It's not that I don't care about what happens after or before the confession. That's why I'm reading the entirety of the manga. If not, I would have just read the confessions as a separate thing. But it's because I've heard that the visual novel is, or the manga of episode 8 is very different from the visual novel, and that it's, but by many, it's considered to be even to be much better than the visual novel. So far, the manga hasn't been different enough for me to say that the manga is better than the visual novel. I'm guessing part of the reason why well, the people that claim that the manga is better than the visual novel for episode 8, I'm guessing again, confession has something to do with that. So that but so far it's been mostly the same. Some manga original content, some manga original sentences, but it's been mostly the same. I mean, if you've read the visual novel, the experience in the manga so far has been very different. And if you're only reading the manga with me right now, you haven't read the visual novel before, I can tell you as a visual novel reader, it's not much difference, at least up until now. So I can tell you that much, but we'll see. We'll see how it develops as we continue. Um, Not just a confession, but also what happens after confession. You know, maybe the ending will be a bit different in the manga form than it is in the visual novel form. We'll see how they do that, especially because let's see, you have Angel's Choice, right? Angel's Choice, and then this is a trick. Okay, so after Angel's Choice, they have a chapter dedicated to trick and a chapter dedicated to magic, and then when the seagulls cry. Okay, okay, but if you have a chapter dedicated to magic and then seagulls cry golden land, what are these last chapters for? Because there's 38 chapters for Umineko. What is chapter 39, 44, and 42? Are those also Umineko chapters? Did I need to read those? Because it feels to me, if this is Angel's Choice, and this is the trick, and this is magic, and then these are the last two chapters, then this is where episode 8 would have ended in the visual novel. So does manga have extra chapters? Or is this where the manga actually ends? Or the visual novel ends as well? Because to me, it makes sense that you leave one chapter for trick, one chapter for magic, and two chapters to close off obviously the tea party and the human party of episode 8. I'm guessing these two, because this is like the ending of the original episode, then this is the tea party, and then this is the unhuman party, I guess. That would make sense to me, that you one chapter for each of those. But you don't really need four chapters after that to adapt it. There's not four chapters of content after Angel's Choice. There's not four extra chapters of content after all these chapters. So, if that's the case, then we only really need 19 parts of of this to finish reading Neko. Really, uh, I mean, I say that, but we've read 3 chapters this time around. So, considering that. Uh, Considering we've read 3 chapters this time around, what was I trying to say? What I was trying to say that, yeah, since we've read 3 chapters this time around, then um, I guess it'll be less than 19 parts. Although the first part we only read 1 chapter, but that first chapter was really long. It was an extra long chapter, longer than the usual chapter is. And then we've read 3 chapters this time, so we're already ahead of schedule technically. But that's because again, I feel like even this chapter we're about to read now, it's going to be a lot of fighting, and this is a really cool spread, by the way. It's gonna be a lot of fighting and stuff, and that's not important to me. Like, I don't really care about the fighting part of Mineko. Like, no offense to Mineko fighting, but like, if I wanted to read a manga where people be fighting, right, I'll read something like Jujutsu Kaisen, where like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna read Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna read something like that, right? Like, I'm not saying that Umineko has bad power scaling. I'm saying that's just, or a bad power system or whatever. I'm saying that's like the fantasy fights in Umineko aren't its focal point for me. That's not why I read Umineko. That's not why I care about it, right? Like, the fantasy fights are just like an actual, like, a whatever. I'm much more interested in the characters actions and character stories and that in Umineko, right? Much more interested in the story and stuff. Not as interested in the magic part. Or I say magic part. Let me specify the magic fighting part, right? And they fight goats and stuff like that. Okay, let me specify that, because the magic part is obviously in itself is a very important part of the story. Obviously, right? The fact that we have magic stuff going on, that's not my issue, right? And the murders, yeah, obviously that's very important. I'm specifically talking about when you have Erica fighting with goats, or when you have Will and London here fighting with the goats. This specific part, this is what I mean here. Or when you had, for example, George fighting Cobb, right, in episode 4. Well, I didn't really care about the fight itself. I cared more about the circumstances surrounding the fight when George talks about how he was raised by Eva. that part of George's character, like expanding on George's character, that was the interesting part to me, not the actual fight. The fight was just there to facilitate that um, to us as the readers of the visual novel. So that's how I see it, at least. That's my opinion. Um, but I'm sure there's people out there that care about the Umineko fights. I mean, there's a whole fighting game dedicated to Umineko after all. Umineko Golden Fantasia. I played it. It's decently fun. Not something I'd play if it wasn't Umineko, right? If it was because I'm not a fighting game player anyway. But if I was a fighting game player, I doubt I'd be spending my time playing Umineko and Fantasia. Only because I played that game for a little bit. I didn't play for that many hours. I only played for a couple hours with a friend of mine, the friend that introduced me to the visual novel to begin with. Um, and I really only read it so that or play it because to check out all the different move sets of the different characters. And I got to play as almost every character. I didn't get to play as Black Batter, I think his name was Black Batter or whatever. He's like a hidden character or whatever. He had like red eyes or something like that. But I think you need to beat the entirety of the main story or like the single player story as Battler or Beto or with Beto as a companion or something like that. If I beat the entire story as Battler as main character, then I get to unlock Black Battler. I haven't done that, but I guess I do want to do that, but I just haven't done that yet. Yeah. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. We'll continue with the scratchments of the Black Cat. We shall finish off this, well, not this volume, but at least the scratchments of the Black Cat, because that's what started this volume to begin with. And we shall finish off that. And the part after that, we'll try to finish off the siege on the chapel. Maybe we can even read the capital books, because I remember what the capital books part of the visual novel is about. I do remember it. Probably shouldn't take us that long to read if it resembles the visual novel enough, since like I kind of know what's going on already. And then after that, we'll read these two chapters, and then yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We're making solid progress. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading this chapter. I'll go take a break, rest my throat. Maybe I'll come back in half an hour and record more Mineko. If not, I'll just rest my throat for the day. You guys have probably already hearing how my throat is. I mean, I've probably been doing both voice cracks for quite a while now. So if you haven't, either you've heard voice cracks or you've heard my voice kind of crackling, like when it goes, like that. Like this. This is typically my voice when it's dying, and it does feel like it's dying. But that's when that's what happens when you talk nonstop for many, many hours. So I'm gonna go take a break, let my voice rest. And yeah, man, I can't believe that talking this much exerts you physically. That's the thing. Like talking a lot, it's not just exerting your voice, but also like, I feel like physically all of your body feels it when you talk this much, right? The entirety of your body, like it's kind of weird, but yeah. I hope you have enjoyed this anyway. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right, y'all. Peace.